Hey YouTube, I'm here checking out something that frankly scares the life out of me. It's Ford's new Age Suit, and it's designed to help them understand exactly how drivers, when they're older, will be able to actually use their cars. We're living longer, we need to find out how age impairment's going to affect pushing ignition, opening doors. So that's what this is created for, but we're here trying something else. I love to run every day, so I'm going to try and put this thing on, simulate being about 70 to 90 years old, and go out for a jog. Again, I am actually terrified about this because I like to pretend I'm never going to get older, and I'm going to find out exactly how bad that's going to be. So the different parts of the Ford Age Suit, we've got a foot weight to simulate muscle deterioration, braces on the elbows and the legs to simulate stiff joints and arthritis and just general issues with the joints. There's also a weighted vest to put pressure on the spine, giving a hunch, making it very difficult to stand up straight. A neck brace so I can't really turn my head too much left and right. And there's a motor that's attached to my hand which simulates tremors, so making it very difficult to be dexterous and actually put my hands down and pick things up effectively. And I'm also wearing cotton gloves to affect the sensitivity and make everything feel a little bit less dexterous. And the final part we've got to think about today is the acoustic earmuffs, which sort of block out the higher frequencies of noise, and the glasses. I'm going to go for some pretty high-end glaucoma ones, which makes everything a bit foggy, a bit orange, and generally not great to see through. Okay, I've got the Age Suit on now. I can't see very well, I can't hear very well. My hand's shaking quite a lot with this motor. It's very restrictive and I'm not holding out a lot of hope. So let's see how this feels, and I'm not looking forward to this. So that was horrible. The hardest thing to explain is how frustrating it was. Everything worked, it didn't work properly. So every time I looked down and thought, let's go a little bit faster, let's try. The muscles just don't work, there's just no flexibility, there's no freedom. It's just so incredibly frustrating. You know, you can work around things like eyesight and listening, but when you're running, you need that belief in your body. You need to feel like, if I want to push harder, you can. And just watching my heart rate shoot up and just how slow I was going, it was really heartbreaking. So one of the tests here was using the Garmin Forerunner 630 to monitor me while I was running, and this is something I use every day, so I know pretty well where my heart rate should be, where my speed should be. I get generally quite a good feeling about what's what. With this, it was just completely off. So average lap pace over 400 meters was 7 minutes 43, with an highest heart rate of nearly 150. Now 150 for me usually means I'm pushing into a little bit of extra effort, and after 400 meters it should never be that high. I was going about 2 minutes per kilometer slower, even though I was pushing as hard as I could, just to try and get any kind of momentum going with this suit. It was really, really difficult. So the ankle weight especially was one of the hardest things, because while you can adjust off weight, if you don't have the ability to use the muscles properly, everything just feels so much harder. That's the key thing about this. Wearing this just makes everything so much harder. And well, I'm definitely not looking forward to getting a little bit older now, but if this is what actually happens, people should respect anybody that's running with any kind of disability, because this is so difficult.